What's up guys, my name is Troy and I'm at the WeberKettleClub.com. I make weekly videos about cooking and collecting on Weber grills, whether they're vintage or modern. For tonight's cook, I'm going to be using the Cajun Bandit stacker. This is a stainless steel extension device that is used to create distance in between your charcoal and your food. You can actually use two cooking grates or a water bowl or a separator in there. Tonight I'm not using either. I'm just going to pour my charcoal directly in the standard charcoal grate of the grill and use the top cooking grate of the stacker. I'll be using a high heat indirect method. So I'm going to pour my coal, kind of spread around. I'm going to add 3 chunks of beautiful-ish peach wood for some nice smoke. I got some salmon inside. I'm going to pour the charcoal now. We're going to get the grill set up and then we'll get cooking. Right here I have a hot ass chimney of Weber briquettes. Very hot. Again, I am cooking in flip-flops, which you shouldn't do. There's my charcoal tongs. Charcoal tongs. I've been grilling for about 17 years and I think I've had these tongs for 15. I shit you not, I've had these tongs longer than I've had any Weber, and I use them for handling charcoal. That's pretty much all they're good for. I got the charcoal spread out evenly on one half of the grill. I know I said I was going to spread it out evenly earlier, but I changed my mind, and I probably can't edit it out, so now I got to correct it by saying shit. I'm gonna throw these grates on, let the grill come up to temperature. We will come back, we will clean these grates off, and we're gonna put some salmon on. Gonna keep the grill closed for now, lids wide open. I don't want my wood flaming, because nobody likes flaming wood. I'm gonna let the grill warm up. I'm gonna go get my salmon. We're gonna come out and we're gonna season our salmon. Oh yeah, today is Chris's birthday. Chris is the guy who invented this thing, so happy birthday, Chris. It may not be his birthday today for you guys who are watching the video because, it may be actually if you're watching the video on the same day that I created it, but just next year. So if today is October 12th, 2018, say happy birthday to Chris. Okay, our grill is warm and I cleaned the grates already. Sorry I didn't show you. I promise it was nothing secretive. Here's what I did. I opened the lid and I scrubbed my grates with this wire brush. And then I closed the lid really quick so the fires would go out. Now you may have noticed, hey, Troy's performer table looks really clean now, and in his previous videos it looked like shit. That's because I restored it using Jim's technique. Jim wrote a guide on the Weber Kettle Club on how to restore the performer table. I did it and I made a video. I uploaded it a few days ago. Please check it out, especially if you have a performer. If you don't have a performer, it may not be all that relevant for you. So I have a fillet of salmon here. Or if I was British, it would be a fillet. Get this salmon unraveled. It's a big hunk of fish. To season this salmon, I am going to use my go-to rub. This is Simply Marvelous Sweet Seduction. I buy this from Big Papa Smokers. You can get it in a 5-pound bag or in a shaker. I buy the 5-pound bag because I go through about 10 pounds of this per year. It's a pretty sweet rub, literally this time. Sweet, goes great with pork, goes great with fish. Not so awesome on beef, but it's a freaking awesome rub. I'm gonna apply it relatively thick. What I should have done is I should have salted this first because this rub has no salt in it. This rub it's been on the market for several years and I've been buying it for longer than I've been a Weber guy, I think. Since there's no salt in this rub, please remind me to salt this later. All right, we got a good base layer of rub on there, except for that end. Couldn't see that end. You were responsible for that end. Why didn't you get that end? All right, I gotta work fast because the lid doesn't fit in the bale, and I don't want my wood flaming because nobody likes flaming wood. I'm gonna put my salmon on here, just like that. We're gonna put our vent on the opposite side of our coals. So our fish is here, coals are back on that side. We're gonna let that cook for about 25-30 minutes. We're gonna come back and see what it's doing. Hopefully there's gonna be enough high heat in the top of the dome to caramelize the rub, make that kind of bark set, while all the radiant heat cooks the salmon to the perfect cookness. The perfect cookness. That's a word now, right? The perfect doneness. Let's come back in 25 minutes. Ooh, it's been 20 minutes and I've been standing here the whole time doing that, I promise. No, I'm just kidding. All right, it's been 20 minutes. Let's check on our salmon. All right, we got some nice bubbly, got some nice crispy caramelization going along on this side. This side over here could use a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate the grates as my means of rotating the fish. Just gonna walk around the grill. Sorry if I'm out of the shot. Just to give this, so now we're gonna give this side a little more of the direct action. While we have the grill open, I'm gonna go ahead and do some saucing.
So I was trying to think of something funny to write in the barbecue sauce here, but everything I thought of was just way too inappropriate for the internet. So I just did this nice little zigzag pattern. All you really need is even coverage, because I'm going to come back later with a brush.
All right. Gonna let that sauce set. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna kind of smooth it out, and I'm gonna give it some seasoning, because remember, I forgot to salt. By the time the sauce is set, that salmon is gonna be cooked perfectly and we're gonna be ready to eat. So 10 minutes now. Woo. All right, change of plans. When I put the sauce on, I wanted to smooth it out with a little silicone brush, but I forgot my silicone brush, so I tried to spin it off like I was gonna do it later for the video to make it easier to edit, but that's not really the case. So let's get that sauce just smoothed out a little bit. Make sure it's dripping over the edges.
Oh man, at this point that salmon's totally done, but I love brushing barbecue sauce with a silicone brush. It's just one of those pleasures,
nice. All right, now we got a nice surface to set as a glaze and to hold our salt when we come back. Okay, so our Blues Hog sauce has been setting for about 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's good to go. Oh yeah, it looks really good. I'm gonna use my Thermopen. I don't really know what the temperature of salmon is supposed to be. I usually go by the feeling and the texture, how much it flakes. I know that right there as I'm poking in, it's kind of splitting apart. It's usually a pretty good sign that it is done. Yeah, I can tell it's actually a little overdone compared to what I normally like it. So I'm gonna get this salmon off the grill. These big old pieces of fish like this are usually a pain in the ass. I'm gonna season it before I forget. Should I do it the fancy way? That was really dumb. I apologize for that, internet. Get that salt on there while the sauce is still nice and sticky. I'm gonna use this pizza pan as my giant spatula to take the salmon off, because otherwise I know it's gonna be a catastrophe. Whoo, there we go. So there's our salmon right there. Looks delicious, smells delicious. Oh God, I can't wait to get this thing on a plate into my mouth. I'm not gonna show you the sides, I'm only gonna show you the fish, because the sides are not relevant in this meal, I'm sorry. This is more of a, hey, we should make barbecue salmon. I'm gonna get this salmon plated up, and then I will show you me putting it in my mouth, the salmon. All right guys, I got a slice of salmon here. Presentation isn't my thing, and when it comes to our food, my family usually just friggin' dives in and it's gone before I can even make a nice looking plate. But this is a go-to dish. Nicely cooked there. Nice and steamy, got a nice bark on top. Nice and juicy and fleshy and flaky on the inside. It's a little bit overcooked. I could have done with about 5 minutes less on the grill, but it's still really tasty, really moist, really good. That peach wood adds a really nice smoke to the salmon. Simply Marvelous Sweet Seduction makes a nice, crusty, crisp, sweet but savory bark on top. The salt was a good move. Should have salted it when we rubbed it, I think. It would have helped a little bit. But this is an easy way to get salmon on your grill. You don't need the Cajun Bandit stacker, but it helps. You can also use a slow and sear, or you can just bank your charcoal. Use a single charcoal basket from the Weber charcoal basket if you wanted to. Or if you wanted to, you could even use a snake method, but just banking your coals is fine. Just make sure you rotate your salmon so you can get a nice good crust on top. Leave a comment down below with your favorite way to cook salmon. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more Weber Kettle videos. Thank you for watching and get grilling.